message to people from Southwest. They have been calling us Northerners all sort of foul names, that we are parasites, that we are useless, that they are going to teach us a lesson 2027, that even if Tinubu excelled to become the next president of Nigeria, that they are going to bring somebody from South, not the North. Maybe they have baby mentality. They don't know the North. They don't know our history. One state in northern Nigeria is equivalent to the whole of Southwest. My lecturer once told me something. My Calabar lecturer once told me something. He said, never ever in your life trust a Yoruba land. He said, if a Yoruba man shake your hand, he mean maybe or no. While in your heart, he mean yes. While in his heart, he mean no. He said, if a Yoruba man nod his head, he mean no. They are hypocrite in nature. He said, never ever trust a Yoruba man. Our northern brothers, they make a great mistake. Me personally, I do not vote for Tinubu because I already know the nature of Yoruba. They are hypocrites. They behave like chameleons. And once they hijack power, their true color will prevail. And we have seen what Tinubu is doing, what Tinubu is trying to do regarding the tax reforms. The governor of Bauchi, Bala Mohammed, has warned President Bola Tinubu that his reform policy is anti-northern Nigeria, that we are going to teach him a lesson. This is not oligarchy. You understand? If he insisted that he is arrogant, that he insisted that the tax reform must come to stay, we are going to teach him a lesson 2027. He's going to lose election. His state where he come from, Osun State and Lagos State, did not vote for him 2023 election. He did not win election in Osun and Lagos State. Did not voted for him. Me personally, I did not vote for him. And this fight did not voted for him. He only got 8.4 million. This fight, four people came from the north. He did not even get a massive vote. You understand? Let me assure you people from Southwest that we are going to teach you a lesson. This is your hypocrite nature. We are going to teach you a lesson. You are going to lose election. And once a Yoruba man lost election, a Yoruba man will never ever rule this country. Even thinking of becoming a vice. Let me tell you, we are going to teach this Yoruba, this direct message to Yoruba land. Once Tinubu lost election, no any Yoruba man will ever click to power again. This is a message to you because we have already identified your hypocrite nature. My father told me, he said never, my Calabar lecturer told me never ever trust a Yoruba man because they have hypocrite nature. They have what they say and what they mean are two different things. Never ever trust them. They are hypocrite people in nature. This is a direct message to you. I'm just warning you, Yoruba people, that calling us all sort of names, insulting us on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook will not make you to become a president 2027. Tinubu is OTP, one-time president, period, inshallah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Very quickly, I want to bring a video of a man to you. This man is an army officer, you understand? A retired army officer of Nigeria. Now he's currently in the US. This man has come out to narrate the relationship between the North and the Niger Republic. You understand? How the North, they've been part and parcel of Niger Republic even before the formation of Nigeria. How they preferred the Niger Republic to Nigeria. You understand? So this man has brought a lot of information that you and I will need. That's why you watch this video, please just be sharing it. Just be sharing. The man revealed so many revelations. Why out Tinubu has, how the president of Niger has, Nigeria presidency accused the president of Niger of trying to turn the North against Nigeria. Do you understand? Now, They have also exposed Tinubu, how he collected money from the Britain and the France, you understand, in order to put France military formation in Nigeria to destabilize Niger Republic. Guys, this video is loaded. Please and please, I beg of you, share this video. Watch it to the end and please share until everyone see it. The Lord bless you. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that Facebook and YouTube can recommend it. Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for joining us. I don't know the time over there, but this is 7:14 p.m. Nigerian time.
It's 1:14 p.m.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We are glad to have you.
Yeah, welcome.
First of all, do you think that the northern Nigeria or the presidency, because presidency is laying an allegation that the Niger president is inciting the northern part of the country against Tinubu, that is why the north says that they are going to abandon Tinubu and Tinubu should come out clean to explain himself? Do you think the allegation of Tiani, who is the military leader of Niger, could be false?
Before a president of a country makes any allegation on anything, he must have known the correct thing. He must have found out. His people would have done what the army calls Reiki, or they will go and make have an intel before he will make that kind of alteration. He will never alter what he does not know about. His lieutenants will give him the correct thing, and his lieutenants are there in France, and also around that region where these things are happening. I want to ask a question. When did Daniel Buela now left? What do you call them? The party he was in, and now he's talking for the APC. Daniel Buela is the boy of Abubakar.
But he has defected. He has defected to Tinubu's side, and he feels good in defecting to it. Maybe he have to receive some payment so that he can continue to live his life. Maybe he don't have money again, because a lot of people are being led by stomach.
After the abuse he gave to Tinubu, Daniel Buela has no shame. Let's leave that one. Let's go about what we want to say.
All right, sir.
I want to let you guys know about the history of Nigeria and Niger. It has they are brothers. We have more than 60% of Hausa spoken people in Niger. They are Hausas and a little bit of Fulani, just like your former president Buhari has his own family there in Niger. Niger has his capital as Niamey. I used to go there. We used to go there as Nigerian Airways used to fly there when I was flying for Nigerian Airways.
That was when?
We used to go to Niger in the 80s.
Wow.
They even flew up in the 90s, because when they hijacked the Airbus. When the Airbus was hijacked, it was flown on their way, they were about going to London or somewhere, but the fuel did not carry them out of Niger airspace. So they had to land in Niger airspace. And then the gendarmes came to her, and Nigeria has already told them what was happening. That was where we lost one of my townsmen, known as Etelbat Igwe. He died, and he died there because the gendarmes shot into the aircraft, and then the thing entered from his anus to his stomach, his intestine.
Serious?
Yeah, that was how he died, because he bent down to take something from the galley, what we call galley in the aircraft. Then they shot from outside, and the thing got to him. Maybe they were thinking that was the hijackers. That was how we lost Etelbat Igwe. And up till now, Nigeria has not paid the wife of Etelbat Igwe any money. She's suffering. That is it. That's the history of Nigeria. Nigeria now, if the president of Niger said that it is a fact. Who went to blow the oil pipeline? What equipment do they have? How do they know it? This thing was laid by Nigerians. I know the people who laid that thing. It was William Brothers who laid it all the way from Owaza. All the way from Owaza. It was where this oil pipeline was laid to the north and to Niger and to other parts of Africa. See, let me tell you, Nigeria has been losing a lot because of the relationship between the north and other countries that are speaking Hausa. Hausa is predominantly spoken in many African countries. It's not only in Niger.
Okay, so for you now, that is the reason why they are turning against Tinubu and choosing Niger Republic first? Or are they just trying to follow the truth and nothing but the truth?
They are following the truth because I was born in the north. I know them very well. They are following the truth. Nobody bought them over. The Niger president said something which is true, and then because the Northerners know when their people speak their language and tell them. If you heard what this man said, because ni Najin Hausa so say, I understand Hausa very well. The man made it clear that Tinubu has gone to collect money from France, and that he has signed military agreement. Some of us are here talking. We have French soldiers down there on ground in Nigeria, I was told, and we have English soldiers on ground in Nigeria too. Both France and England are working hand in hand.
That is strawberry.
So the French soldiers are there because they are mining lithium and what is this thing used in making bombs and other things?
Uranium.
And uranium.
Have they started mining that people don't know, or are they the people, overseeing the illegal minings?
Okay, let me tell you something. They've been mining this thing before. They have started long ago mining it. Now, Tinubu has found out that they are losing. They are not getting money that they're supposed to get.
Okay.
They've been mining these things. They were even mining gold from Zamfara. Aeroplanes. They bring these little planes, that double prop engines. They fly in the forest. They have what I call airstrip in the forest. They come, they fly in, they take gold, they take it away to either Saudi Arabia or Dubai or Egypt or India. This is where they take the gold away. That is not what I'm after now. What I'm after is that Meilafia told us how Meilafia and T.Y. Danjuma, they told us how, yes, and even Kule Olawumi said it, collaborated it. Meilafia was the deputy governor of Central Bank, so it's not an ordinary guy. And T.Y. Danjuma was a general in Nigerian army. What they are doing, I don't know Tinubu's part. I know of Buhari. When Buhari was there, they were trying to finish the whole of the East and the West, the South. After all, they killed many people in the churches in Ondo. They killed people in the church in Ondo. They killed a lot of people in Enugu, Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi. Everywhere they keep killing people. Even in Abia, just last month, the soldiers killed many people. I heard someone from your here yesterday or so that was saying that Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpa, that what they are doing is not good and that they are not supposed to do anything. They're supposed to take permission from anybody. It's a lie. Even a child of 6 years in Biafra will take gun to defend his village because they are killing a lot of people and everybody sees it and no one is talking. And then you want the Igbo people and others in the East to keep their mouth shut. If you go to the forest of Delta, You see dead bodies of our people. They kill our people. See, the truth about the truth about this thing is not only us talking about Niger. I don't even want to talk about it because I know the Hausas are gone. Immediately the Hausas are gone. Yes. Immediately the Hausas say Araba, Muari, Araba. They are gone. They don't want to continue with Nigeria. I have heard it. Their elders now are talking about it. They are having meetings. They try to bring in Kajol, the Middle Belt, to follow them. The Middle Belt say no. They are not following them. Middle Belt is on their own. That is why you see them killing the Middle Belt too. It is not the Hausas that are doing this killing. It is the Fulanis. The Fulanis that Buhari brought in because of the election. He did. That if he wins the election, he will settle them. They won the election. They did not settle them, and he told them that they can move with their guns. They gave them guns that they can move and feed themselves, clothe themselves, do everything. That is why you see them killing people.
All right, sir. How many years have you been in the northern Nigeria? How many years have you lived there?
I was born in the north.
Okay.
And presently now, I am 76 years old. You can know that. Yes, we stayed in the north. When I got I passed my elementary school in the north from St. Thomas's School, Kano. After which, I left Kano for Saple to Zix Academy, Saple, where I schooled to have my O level. Before the war, the following year, the war started. We couldn't go to university because the war started. Most of us got admission to Nsukka. Some got to Ibadan, and we couldn't go because of the war. And even our boys who were in Nsukka, who were fighting, they all were brought into the army. A lot of them became second lieutenants. I fought the war, and I became an officer of the Biafran army. I did intake 9, which is the 9th course of the officers course. So we have everything now. You can verify, and most of us got to the rank of captain and major. Because it's the intake 9. I think the intake that they did last before the war ended was intake 44 or so. So you can imagine intake 9.
Wow.
We did it at Alokwa or Kigwe. That was where we had it. The truth now about what we are talking about, my brother, is that they want to take this Sharia thing. The person who started it was Babangida. And everybody is keeping quiet and calling Buhari. Babangida. Okay. Obasanjo was the person. Under Obasanjo, the people, the senators debated, and he allowed it. Obasanjo, another person who allowed it. And Abdul Salam, who wrote this, what do you call it? Our constitution. He put it aside with Obasanjo. Do you know?
Sir, there is something. Okay, when you finish, there is something I want you to tell us. But just finish up with your story with Abdul Salami.
Do you know that Obasanjo was the one with one man called Liali Umoke, a minister? They were the ones who took 16 billion meant for electricity. So Obasanjo kept Nigeria in darkness today. They sold Alaja Steel Mill, they sold Ajakuta Steel Mill to the Indians. We all know these things. But nobody is bringing him out to ask him what happened to these things. Because there is an agreement between the North and the West. Let me just specifically, between the Yorubas and the Hausas, Hausa Fulani, that no Igbo man will ever become a president or become a general. It was during the time of Obasanjo that he started bringing someone to become a general, like Ihejirika under this man, Jonathan. That was when our men started becoming general. But from the beginning, in those days in Nigeria, it was the Igbos and the Yorubas that were generals.
All right, sir. I am glad that you were born and brought up from the northern part of the country, and you are 70-something years now, getting to 80 years. So I think you must have had
76.
a lot of experience, you know. Now, I want you to tell us, what is it like? How did all these things began? How did the beginning of all these things we are seeing today? How did this start, the hatred? And I studied about how the pogrom started and so on and so forth. But we read this thing in book. But we were not born then. Can you just enlighten us, since you are now a living witness to all these things that transpired in the past?
Yes. Now, as regards the hatred, it was caused by Ahmadu Bello. Ahmadu Bello told his people that they should not allow the Igbos to have anything to do with them. But the Igbos were everywhere in the north. If you go to any chemist shop in the north, it's an Igbo man. You go to the market, Igbo man. Gary selling and others, beans, right, is Igbo. When Ahmadu Bello had an interview with a British journalist, the British journalist asked him, say, what do you have with the Igbos? He said, no. The Igbos are not good. The Igbos are a kind of people, when you make them a laborer, before you know it, they are now headman. They are now managers. He said, I don't like them. They want to occupy everywhere. That is where the hatred started coming in. Because he was the premier of the north. When this thing I was about to start, it was a woman that went to the market. They have already, we didn't know that they had planned very well to eliminate us. Our father, yes. So the woman that was pregnant and other people, they went to the market. She wanted to buy meat. Maybe the man told her 6 pence and she said 3 pence now. Just use knife, put on the belly of the woman. Cut the belly. Are you
serious?
That is the truth. How this thing started in Kano. I was in Kano then. So our parents now call themselves together. Most of our fathers had double barrel. So they now gather themselves. Even the Yorubas and the Bini people and the Urobos and Calabar, all of them joined together and started fighting the Hausas. They were fighting them, getting nearer to the city. The emir has sent people on horses. They went and called the soldiers who came now to support them. Then soldiers now started supporting them and beat us back. They quelled the whole thing. They beat our parents back. So our parents came back to the Sabongari. And this thing continued. And they started after some time. Even there was a time Ojukwu was either I don't know what Ojukwu was in Kano as a military commander there. Ojukwu was DO, if I'm not wrong, in Kano. Ojukwu, the late Ojukwu. Odumegwu Ojukwu. He was there. He was there in Kano then. But not when this thing was happening. It was later they brought him as a DO or something like that in Kano. What I'm trying to let you know is that the hatred was planted by the elites of the north.
Okay.
Then they started romancing with the west.
Okay.
You see, they killed us to the extent that after the coup of I call it the military coup. They call it in Zoguku. It's not in Zoguku. All people who made it, Yorubas are there. Calabar people are there. Benin people are there. Igbo people are there. So it's not that coup is not Igbo coup. It is a Nigerian coup, a military coup. What I'm trying to let you know is that after that coup, they started killing us again. This time, they started killing us with the soldiers. Our people started running. They said we should go. Then our people started packing their load and we are coming back. Some of them were killed in the train. They cut their head, put in the train, carried their bicycles.
Cut their head, put in the train.
In the train at Mada. at Mada. That is why when they started killing people in Benue and Jos, people were shouting, they're killing. I said, let me tell you people, whoever goes by the gun will die by the gun. You go by the sword. That's what Jesus said. That person will die by the sword. When they were killing Igbos, nobody saw it? It is now that they said, oh, they are coming to have a handshake with our people and begging our people, the Benue people, begging our people that they should not be annoyed. Yes, we are forgiving them. But let there not be a repeat of it. And let them not allow the Northerners to pass that Benue axis to come into Nsukka or to go to Ogoja. They should not allow them. Yes, because I know that route. They should not allow them to go through that. Because during the war, they allowed them pass there, allowed them pass to that Ogoja side. Because I was at the Ogoja front. That's where they started pushing us back from Ogoja. We got to Obudu Cattle Ranch. They pushed us from Obudu Cattle Ranch to Ikom. Then at Ikom, we wanted to go by the river, past that Akwa Ibom River. We couldn't pass that river because they had already occupied that area. So we had to pass the slave trade route. And we came out from that slave trade route, and we lost a lot of boys at that slave trade route also. You see, there's a little river, I call it a stream, that comes up from that side is a mountainous region. It is between Nigeria and Cameroon Mountain. So that region is hilly. The water will be coming down from there and very swift as it comes down. Our boys put the leg, to carry them, and they will hit their head on the rock and they die. That was how we lost about 14 boys from that thing, until we got an idea of how we tied a rope and threw it to other part of the tree. It entered and twisted itself. We put it, it was so strong, then they started crossing. That was how our men crossed to the other side. Then Colonel Oji at the Calabar, he was the one in Calabar, sent transport to come and convey us at the boundary between Nigeria and Cameroon. That place is called Ikang. So we went to Calabar and stayed at Duketown School. From Duketown School, we were taken to Oron. And then from Oron, that was when most of us we left for this intake 9, because one Major Esuk saw me and liked me and said he would like me to go and be commissioned. That what do I have? I told him that I have my O level. He said you are qualified. Then we went. That was how I went to intake 9 and became an officer. What I'm trying to tell you that from that Oron, they pushed us to Uyo, to Ikorofion, to Itu.
All these places were Biafra territory, right?
Of course. They were all Biafra. The whole of Rivers, Bayelsa, the whole of
Calabar.
That is Efik. I am married to an Efik woman. Yes, my wife is from Calabar, but she passed 2014. The truth is that yes, the Calabar people were number 2 in our army. General Effiong, yes, he was second to Ojukwu. So they are our people. Don't mind Asari Dokubo.
Who can hear you?
Don't mind Asari Dokubo. Don't mind him. Asari Dokubo is, I don't know the kind of game he's playing. Killing our boys with his voice. Going to Nigeria. From Nigeria, he will take money. He will come and kill our people. And after he will say he's Biafran, we don't know where he's standing. So they should not allow him at all.